question. If David cannot answer these three issues in the debate, he really has no leg to stand on in criticizing Islam for violence and intolerance.
Well, we answer all those questions. And actually, I heard David, he is saying something very important, but I don't know which minute he said that. Let me see. Did I take a note? I'm not sure. Let us see. Okay, in the minute I have a note for this one. Let us go. 45. Listen to what David he said, which is very good.
Pillar of cloud giving us orders right now, and you say, I don't have to listen to you. Or if you're not one of the people who were actually following him, you're someone else, and you're saying, I don't care what that pillar of fire says. I don't care about these people who are just led through the sea. I say God has the right to give life or to take life. This is very different from Muhammad coming along. Someone who comes along and the guy thinks his first impression of his revelations was that they were demonic. He has to be talked out of that by his wife and her cousin. He tried repeatedly to commit suicide. Whenever something was going wrong, he would try to hurl himself off a mountain. He admittedly was...
Stop. Because this guy, he did not like what you said, David. I'm going to put him in the screen about what you just said. He was moving his head in a certain way. I'm not sure why. Watch carefully.
Pillar of cloud giving us orders right now, and you say, I don't have to listen to you. Or if you're not one of the people who were actually following him, you're someone else, and you're saying, I don't care what that pillar of fire says. I don't care about these people who are just led through the sea. I say God has the right to give life or to take life. This is very different from Muhammad coming along. Someone who comes along and the guy thinks his first impression of his revelations was that they were demonic. He has to be talked out of that by his wife and her cousin. He tried repeatedly to commit suicide. Whenever something was going wrong, he would try to hurl himself off a mountain.
Did you see how he moved his head? No, this is not true. Muhammad, he tried to kill himself. No. You are so cute. Look at his face. He's moving his head like a lizard. Let's go to the hadith. Potato. No. This is your stupid prophet trying to commit suicide many times. Not only once, not only two. The hadith says many times. And here the reference. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. You cannot tell me this is weak. 6982. So don't shake your head like a lizard. It says here that we heard that he intended several times to throw himself from the top of the high mountain, and every time he went up to the mountain in order to throw himself down, Jibreel would appear before him and say, "Oh Habibi Muhammad, indeed you are a messenger of Allah." So obviously your prophet himself, he don't believe he's a prophet, because when he hear that, he calm down, he go home. Which means the reason for him to go and try to commit suicide, that he himself is the last one to believe he is a prophet. And look how stupid Muhammad is. He needed the angels to keep coming to him. It's like a spoiled boy. You tell him, he go in the floor, he starts shaking his head and crying, I want candy, I want candy, you know, I want to go, and then his mom, she come and she give him a candy and he stopped crying. This is your prophet. Each time he want to commit suicide, each time, how many times? The angel appear for him, and the funny is that the angel, he wait until Muhammad climbed the mountain. Look like the angel, he like to see Muhammad hiking. I mean, why the angel don't appear to him when the guy is leaving the house? Why he wait until the guy in the top of the mountain, and now he is negotiating with him? Secondly, isn't it your prophet, he says that the one who kill himself, he will end in hell. So why he's trying to kill himself? Isn't it obvious that your prophet is a monkey? His brain is a brain of a coconut. He think he's a coconut. He climbed the tree, he want to jump. Jibril, he come to him, hey coconut, don't jump. Truly, truly, you are not a coconut. Hey, go, David. Tell us more about the coconut.
He admittedly was a victim of black magic that gave him delusional thoughts and false belief. He admitted that Satan tricked him into delivering revelations promoting polytheism. I mean, where do you see that in the prophet? Someone delivers a revelation, promotes polytheism, comes back later and says, the devil made me do it. So this is, it's not just, hey, there's not enough good evidence here, or there's not enough miracles. It's, this guy is the least reliable person in history. If I were...
This is the best statement. He is the least trustworthy person in history. He's mentally ill. He's a child molester. He's a thief. He's a fornicator. He go to his son's wife and he flirt with her in the house of her husband. They are not divorced. She is under the roof of a husband. He flirt with her, and this is in your book. So when an idiot, he come and say, we have a law. Okay, shouldn't we ask who is the one who provide the law for you? We find that the law is coming from a guy who want to kill himself many times. From a guy, he been squeezed by an angel, and his wife, she discovered this is an angel or not by doing striptease. By a guy, he legalized for him that a Muslim, he can have 4 wives, but he can have unlimited wives. This is a law. It's a law of God, that God, he made a special law for Muhammad, and there's a special law for the Muslims. It's a law that you cannot marry a woman her husband is dead if she is the wife of Muhammad. Special law. Isn't it obvious that this person is mentally ill, creating law to fit with his jealousy? He don't want any man to sleep with his wives. How come he slept with women who they are widowed, but his widowed cannot sleep with women, with men who they are alive? He's dead now. Aisha, she can't get married. Khadija, she have 2 husbands before Muhammad. Muhammad had no problem to sleep with her because she is rich. So how come when his wives became widows, they cannot marry after Muhammad? Is that a law of God? You ask Muslims, why a Muslim woman is better for her to marry if her husband died? They will say, this is will prevent the fitna, which means temptation. Okay, good. What about the wives of Muhammad? They don't have temptation? Their vagina is closed by wax? Protected by Allah? What is the problem of the wife of Muhammad after his death? She marries someone else. So Muhammad obviously is the last trustworthy. Is it trustworthy to have a person, he go to your house and you are his son, and when you are not there, he flirt with the wife? Let us go, coconut.
To line up every person who's ever existed and say, who's the last person I would follow telling me about God? It would be Muhammad. Again, not just because he's not performing miracles, not just because he doesn't have any evidence. It's because he has this amazing collection of features that make him the least reliable person in history. And it's not just the things I've mentioned already. It's other things like him just constantly getting revelations that have no purpose other than justifying, than Allah giving him whatever desires he happens to have for that day. And so massive difference between God visibly appearing, giving orders, and you saying not following you, and someone saying I'm not following Muhammad because he's the most.
Okay, we'll stop with David, otherwise we will stand forever here. Let us go to this guy. I just took little notes in the video. I moved the video. I don't listen to all of it. So this guy here, let us go in minute number 37 in my note. 37. Let us see what he will say.
Work. order to be killed and slaughtered and destroyed. And the other point that you made is that I'm trying to attack the Old Testament for its violence. That's not my point. Like, you completely misunderstood my point, David. My point is that how are you criticizing Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Quran? How are you criticizing us for abiding by this religion when these things are found in the Old Testament?
Can you find me where in the Old Testament it says you can go and take the wife of your son? Can you find me in the Old Testament where it says you can fornicate? This is all in your religion. Can you show me in the Old Testament where it says you can rent a woman for 3 days, 3 nights? Can you show me in the Old Testament where it says that in the case of murder, I will go for that later, just wait for this one. Just wait.
And you don't consider Moses to be an evil person. You're the one who is inconsistent. I don't have a problem with the slavery that would have been practiced according to Mosaic law. I don't have a problem with many of these instances of violence and intolerance. The people who have a problem with it are atheists and liberals, the kinds of people that you are sometimes, fraternizing with on your YouTube channel. They are the ones who will criticize the Old Testament for those kinds of acts of violence and intolerance. I'm not saying that everything that's in the Old Testament is exactly true, because as Muslims we believe in tahrif, basically, that the older revelations have been modified and distorted and corrupted. And by the way, this is the view that is corroborated by Western scholarship.
Western scholarship, he was just attacking the atheist, and now he take the atheist against what he say. Look how this stupidity. He says, I believe as a Muslim that I don't believe in the Old Testament because it's corrupted. So you idiot, if it is corrupted, so how you're a prophet? He say, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. Remember carefully, he mentioned the Old Testament by name. As long the Old Testament, according to you Muslims, is corrupted, then how Muhammad in his time, in his lifetime, he come to the Jews and he said to them, bring me the Torah, and he would draw the cushion from underneath of him and he placed the Torah on it. Look how much respect he's showing. And he's saying, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. But you just said, I don't believe in thee and the one who sent thee. So you just confirmed that Muhammad, as David would say, he is not a reliable person. He's a stupid. Because if the book of the Jews is not true book, it's corrupted, as you said, then how your prophet, he swear by it and say, I believe in thee? One of you is a stupid. One of you is a liar. Either Muhammad, he knew it's corrupted and he's swearing by it, that will make him absolutely satanic, proving that he is a false prophet. Or Muhammad, he don't believe it's corrupted and he is swearing by it, and that will make you a corrupt liar. So which one? Here you notice the idiot, he said that the Jews, they corrupt the Torah, right? If you go and read the Quran, you will not see where it says they corrupt the Torah. It says, يُحَرِّفُونَ الْكَلُمْ عَنْ مَوَاضِعِهِ. They change the location of words. And the story is the same hadith. A Jewish guy, he put his finger over the word stoning to death. He did not take the word. He placed his finger over it. And I have a surprise for you, idiot. Your God Allah, he said to Muhammad, why they are asking you to be judge between them and they have the Torah? But why do they come to thee for decision, for judgment, when they have their own law before them, in the front of them. Do you see it? So he just confirmed that the book of the Quran is not trustworthy, because I don't believe that the Torah is correct, it's corrupted. And when your God, the stupid God, he is saying to Muhammad, how come the Jews are coming to you asking you to make a judgment when they have the book of judgment, it is the Torah, and it is between their hands? Do you see it? And by the way, it is in the same verse, in the same chapter, where it says the Jews, they are يحرفون الكتاب, which means they are playing with the book. The same book, the same stupid book. Read it. Stupidity is amazing. I mean, I cannot find Abdul, he have a little IQ to speak about. And actually, this, if we can call it a debate, this is a wonderful debate, because you just got your prophet busted. What more we want? The Quran confirmed the book between our hands. And he confirmed the gospel and the Torah. But this Abdul, he don't agree with the Quran. Is that your book? Is that your book? And as long you are making an argument that Jesus did not bring a law, if this is what the Christian adopt in the New Testament, so why you stupid God, he confirmed what Jesus brought in the gospel? And read it carefully. It says, confirming what is with them. He did not even use the word gospel, by the way. He did not even use the word Torah, which means whatever is with them. All the books with them, Allah, he confirmed. And we just showed you that Muhammad, he take an oath of it. So do the Quran confirm or does not confirm? Do you see the stupidity? And when this guy, he say and he speak that Quran and Islam brought a law, can you tell me the law of rape in the Quran? For sure there's no law, because Muhammad is a rapist. And as long the Quran is made by God and you have a law, what kind of God he changed his law every few days? Let us read together, because I want to finish this video, otherwise it's going to take forever. For whatever this guy he said, it's a horrible for his religion, not for us. He said nothing, except he got his prophet busted. He said that the Bible is corrupt, the Torah is corrupt, his prophet, he swear by it. He said it's corrupt, and the Quran says confirm it. He says it is not to be followed when the Quran says, why they are asking you about judgment when they have the book between their hands? And then we find this. What a comedy. You have a book of law? You have Sharia law? Let us see. Chapter 2, verse number 106. Remember, he's talking that Muhammad, he brought a law. What is the law? Whatever verses between two bracket Revelation do we abrogate or cause to be forgotten? Question. Allah, he made a law, and now he will make you forget his law. Why? Do we have any Abdul in the crowd? He can tell us how in the world such a thing happened? First of all, he just said that the Bible is corrupt, but based on this verse, the Quran is corrupt too. Because based on this verse, there is somebody, he make us to forget the law of God. Based on this verse, the one who calls us to forget is Allah. But this is mean that Allah is a stupid mental psycho. He make a law and then he want us to forget the law he made. As an example, Allah, he made a law that women, she can give her breast to a stranger. The Muslim, they claim that a goat ate the Quran and she ate with it the stoning to death and the breastfeeding for adult. Question: the goat, she ate the verses of a breastfeeding for adult. Did she eat your memory too? As long as you are saying we have Allah and our law is preserved, well, the goat, she ate the paper. Did she eat your head? Did she go to every Muslim house and she eat her memory, his memory? And what kind of, he said to us, if Jesus is, then Jesus should condemn. Did Jesus say to a woman, if you see a man and he is not lawful for you, give him your breast and let him suckle it 10 different times? Is that a certified honorable teaching, or this is a perverted man making fun of his followers? And then Aisha, after that, she listened to her husband, so she asked her sisters to open their bra and to give their boobs to whoever come to see her, which is very nice, to be honest with you. Too bad I wasn't exist at that time to practice my hobby of a breastfeeding for adult. Is that a law of God? A woman, she give her boobs to a stranger? You will say, oh, this is only was a license for one. Your God, he made a license only for one woman, and it is a breastfeeding for adult? 10 times? He, by the way, why 10 times? What about 5 times? What about 2 times? I mean, do you think like 1 time will not do it? Like what will happen if we do, 10 times, 10 times? What about if it's 9.5? So now anyone when I come to Aisha, he have to go to her sisters and he have to suckle the sister of Aisha boobs 10 times. So when Abdul, he come to us and he say we have a prophet, he have Allah, he has God, and how he can criticize us. We go, we see how Jesus, he stand against all this garbage. What is this? Breastfeeding for adult, it's a revelation from God. Secondly, when the goat, she ate the stoning to death verses, why we cannot find it in the Quran? Is that something Muhammad, he took from the Jews, and we just showed you the verse where Muhammad, or the Hadith, where Muhammad, he took the Torah and he swear by it? Shall I say more, guys, or we have enough for today? I mean, we can continue forever. You know what I mean? We can continue forever with the stupidity of those people. This guy, he said in the video, I have in my note here in the minute 41, I think. Let's see. You see, I was just going over the video, like just I moved the mouse. I'm not going to listen to everything. And whatever he say in that moment, I save it. Minute 41. 41. Let us go to 41.
Moses, and we believe in the Torah, we believe in the revelation of the past prophets. They've just been corrupted and distorted. But
and we got your prophet busted because he swear by it and the Quran confirming it and say we believe in what is between our hands. So you are stupid again. Continue.
I don't have a fundamental problem with the violence there. So I think you've misunderstood my entire argument.
You got it. We'll kick it over to
Also,
David.
wait, I have 30 seconds. Can I just say one
Oh, no. He just remembers something. He just remembers something. Listen carefully.
more thing?
Sure.
Sorry. So also, you cited a lot of Augustine. You cited a lot of different Christian authors. I don't think that's really relevant because I can also cite many Christian authors who said very intolerant things, and Christian emperors, Theodosius, who was very intolerant.
You see here the stupidity is, I can recite Christian who say intolerant things. We are talking about God teaching. We are talking about Jesus teaching. And you are talking, you can, okay, Christian Prince, he says something. What does this have to do with Christ? Look what he will say now.
Tolerant with his policies. You have to go back to the original sources, because that's how you criticize Islam. You look at the Prophet, peace be upon him. So when you're justifying just war theory and so forth, place it in Jesus's actual teachings.
Thank you very much. We place it in Jesus' actual teaching, and we place it in Muhammad's actual teaching. So the actual teaching of Muhammad to go and attack the tribe of Safiya, and then he killed the husband, the brother, she was a bride, and the father, and then he raped her before he left the town. We go to the original sources and we find that Muhammad is a child molester. Who have a sexual desire after a child. She is 6 years old. We find that Muhammad, he encouraged his men to go after children to rape them, claiming that they are more fun. As an example, there's a story of a person, his name is Jabir, and your prophet, he asked him, why you are a rush, Jabir? Jabir, he said, oh, I am a newly married prophet. Muhammad, he said, did you marry a previously married woman or a child? The guy, he said, a previously married woman. Muhammad, he says to him, why? Why? Why you don't marry a young child so she can play with you and you can play with her? So you are right. When we want to criticize, we are not going to judge Islam by a Muslim. We are going to judge Islam by Muhammad. And we are not going to judge Christianity by me. We are going to judge Christianity by Christ. If there's anything wrong Christ did, when the man, he answered his prophet, he said to him, well, I dislike to marry a child like the children's, the orphan I have in my house. Do you know how to read? Read carefully what the man, he responded to the perverted Prophet Muhammad. He asked him, did you get married, Jabir? He replied, yes. He asked, is she a virgin or a matron? What kind of a question this question is? Here you see how low this man is. Why you are asking about the status of the vagina of the wife? Because all the question here is not about who is she. He's not asking who is the woman. He's not asking him, is she good? You like her? He's asking how her vagina now. Is she a virgin? Imagine you meet a friend in a coffee shop and he said to you, hey, did you get married? You say yes. He said, tell me about her vagina. Is it virgin vagina or it is not virgin vagina? The guy, he said to him, well, no, it's not virgin vagina. It's been used. I replied, oh, she have a unvirgin vagina? He said, why? Why don't marry a virgin girl? This is the Muslim translation, by the way. So that you might play with her and she play with you. Like stupid idiot. What the vagina, which is virgin, have to do with the playing now? Do you see how we got them busted with the translation? It is, yes, it's about a virgin, but it's about a child. Because if the woman, she is widow, or a woman, she have previously married, or a woman, she is a virgin, still you can play with her. So what the problem? So do you think if the woman, she have a previously used vagina, you cannot play with her? Like that's it? When the women, they lose their virginity, they don't play? This is the religion you are trying to debate us about it. And this is the prophet who says to us, let us go to the original source. What playing with her have to do with her having a used vagina or unused vagina? Continue, you will understand. This is not about virgin. This is about a child. And then, between two brackets, look, the Muslim trying to make you more understand, brother. Or you might make her laugh, or she make you laugh. Look how cute. You are so cute, bride. You are 5 years old and lovely. What a perverted man. He want him to marry a child, so she will make you laugh, brother. And you will make her laugh. I mean, do you see the romantic relationship now? And then I said, my father died, leaving 7 or 9 girls, orphans. Look, the word orphans. And I did not like to bring a young girl like them. So what that confirm? Muhammad is asking his follower to have a child in his bed. I did not like to bring what? A girl. And this is not my translation. Take a note. A young girl like them. Who? The orphan. So when we call a person an orphan, that means is not able to support himself. He is little child. This is what orphan mean. So I did not like to bring a child like them. I married a woman who can look after them. Do you see it? So don't criticize, criticize by the original sources. Well, this is the original sources. And this is Sahih al-Bukhari. Because I know you will say, you will touch your nose, and then you touch your ass, and then you scratch yourself, and then you take a booger, and then you put it in your mouth, and then you say, I heard nothing. No, you heard it. This is al-Bukhari. Shall I stop here? Because things will go crazy if we continue.